I really don't care what happens to her at all. I don't care. Like, everybody they tiptoe around with this social media, but what y'all don't get is that it be real consequence for y'all little flexes, y'all quick flexes for $300 that you need. It be consequence.
Nobody saw it coming. Not like this. Not on a quiet night, with no warning, no red carpet drama, no blog leaks. Just a raw, unfiltered Instagram live where Teyana Taylor, emotional and trembling, dropped a truth that shook her fans and shattered the image of a relationship people thought was forever. A truth so personal, so explosive, that even Iman Shumpert, her former love, her family, the father of her child, was blindsided. Because that night, she didn't just say she was pregnant, she revealed the baby wasn't his. And in a matter of minutes, a peaceful night turned into one of the most talked about, heartbreaking moments in recent celebrity history. Tayiana has always been that girl. The one who didn't just sing or dance, but who felt. Every move, every word, had depth. She's never been just a pretty face. She's been powerful, creative, protective, and private when she needed to be. And when she and Iman came together, it felt like magic. Like finally, two people who were both strong on their own had found something even stronger together. From the outside, they were goals. They gave us moments, on red carpets, in interviews, even on reality TV, that made people believe in love again. But love is complicated. And behind those perfect photos were rumors, whispers, small cracks that slowly started to show. People noticed when Tayiana stopped posting Iman, when she skipped events he attended, when he was spotted out late at night, alone. But nothing was confirmed. They never aired their dirty laundry, never made a scene. That's why what happened on IG Live hit so hard. Because for Tayiana to speak, to cry in front of millions, something must have broken inside her. The live started without warning. Just a dimly lit room, her face close to the camera, lips pressed together like she was holding back a storm. Her voice cracked from the start. No makeup, no filters. Just her. Raw, real. She started slowly, talking about growth, pain, healing. About motherhood. About love. Not the pretty kind, but the messy, complicated kind that hurts as much as it heals. And then she said it. "I didn't want to do this," she whispered. "But I can't keep hiding. I'm pregnant." The comments exploded instantly. Thousands of hearts, shocked faces, exclamations of "what?" But she didn't stop. She took a deep breath, wiped her tears, and said something that made time freeze. "This baby is not Iman's." Her voice broke on his name. The silence that followed was louder than any scream. You could feel the weight of it, even through a screen. This wasn't a publicity stunt. This was a woman breaking down in real time, telling a truth she'd been carrying alone. What hit harder than her words was her pain. She didn't bash Iman. She didn't spill every detail. She just said enough. Enough to make it clear that whatever they had, it was over. And this baby was part of her new chapter. A chapter she hadn't planned to share, but one she couldn't keep in the dark anymore. "Being quiet hasn't protected me," she said. "It's only made people write my story for me. I need to write it myself now." Within minutes, fans were screen recording. Blogs picked it up in real time. Twitter exploded. Everyone had the same question. Did Iman know? Turns out he didn't. Just an hour later, Iman posted a plain black screen to his Instagram story with a single broken heart emoji. No words. No explanation. Just pain. The next morning, his profile picture was gone. He unfollowed Tayiana again. Fans flooded his last post, writing things like, "Stay strong, we're with you," and "She didn't have to do like that." A source close to Iman told a blog that he found out about the pregnancy with the rest of the world. That he hadn't been told privately. That he was wrecked. That he had tried calling her right after the live, but she didn't pick up. Another source claimed he had been trying to make things right for months, that they were in and out of contact, and he was holding on to hope that they'd reconcile. But after the live, that hope was dead. Now the speculation turned toward one person, Aaron Pierre, Teyana's rumored new man. The British actor she'd been seen with a few times, on set, At events, never too cozy, but never too distant either. They had chemistry, that quiet kind that people noticed but didn't say out loud. Until now. Fans started pulling receipts. Photos from set. Close-ups of what looked like matching rings. A blurry shot of them walking through an airport at 3 a.m. that no one thought twice about until now. The internet did what it always does. It investigated. Timelines were built. Side-by-side posts were analyzed. Someone found a video of Aaron reading poetry on a panel, poetry that talked about becoming a father. Suddenly, fans were convinced. Aaron had to be the father. But he said nothing. Not a like. Not a post. Complete silence. And in that silence, the whispers got louder. Some fans were heartbroken. They couldn't believe Teyana would do Iman like that. He's the father of her daughter, one tweet said. At least give him the respect of telling him privately. Others defended her. You don't know what she's been through. One comment read. If she went public, maybe it's because being private wasn't safe anymore. The divide was sharp. But no one could deny that the damage was done. The image of Teyana and Iman, once a fairy tale, was shattered. And as more blogs dropped so-called insider info, things only got messier. One even claimed Teyana and Aaron had been secretly dating for almost a year. That their relationship started emotionally before it turned physical. That she had kept it quiet out of respect for her daughter. None of it was confirmed. But the fire was already burning. The next day, Teyana posted a simple caption under a black and white photo of her cradling her belly. I prayed for this baby. This is my healing. The comments were a war zone. Some cheered her on. Others called her heartless. Iman stayed silent. Not a word. Not a post. Just a man, somewhere in the world, trying to figure out how his whole world changed in one live. People started asking about their daughter. How was she coping? Was she told before the live? Was she watching when it happened? It was a question no one could answer. But it made the whole situation feel even heavier. Because this wasn't just about celebrity gossip anymore. It was about a family. A little girl caught in the middle of a very public heartbreak. And still, Aaron said nothing. No denial. No confirmation. His team stayed quiet. He was reportedly working overseas, unreachable. But that didn't stop fans from guessing. Every move he made, every story was dissected. Was he hiding? Was he avoiding backlash? Or was he respecting Teyana's space? The truth is, no one knew. But everyone felt something. Sadness. Betrayal. Confusion. It was the kind of drama that hits harder because it felt real. Not scripted. Not staged. Just two people who once loved each other trying to survive a truth they couldn't hide anymore. And maybe that's why it hit so hard, because we believed in them. We didn't just watch Teyana and Iman. We rooted for them. They were goals. The rare celebrity couple that felt real. Passionate. Grounded. Like they knew something the rest of us didn't. And now, we're watching it unravel in real time. No filters. No PR team spin. Just heartbreak, raw and live. Teyana's Instagram live wasn't just a bombshell reveal. It was a confession. Yes, she confirmed the pregnancy. But more than that, she peeled back the mask. We saw the pain behind the eyeliner, the exhaustion behind the glam. Her voice cracked, her hands shook, and suddenly, the woman we'd all labeled unbreakable looked human. Still strong, but shattered. It wasn't just a scandal. It was a collapse. And it left us reeling with questions. Will Iman ever speak his truth? Will he forgive her? Or will this be his quiet exit from the spotlight? Is Aaron really the father, or just another name caught in the storm? And what about Teyana? Can she rebuild the image that once crowned her as a symbol of grace, loyalty, and power? Or has the internet, as it so often does, already made up its mind? Co-parenting after something this public? That's not just hard, it's war. Between the court of public opinion and the echoes of betrayal, how do two people raise a child with peace when they can't even look each other in the eye? But maybe that's what made her live so unforgettable. Because when Teyana said, "Being quiet hasn't protected me," it wasn't just her story. It was a rally cry for every woman who's kept her mouth shut to keep the peace. For every woman who's swallowed her pain so the world wouldn't judge her cracks. For every woman who chose silence and still got burned. And maybe that's what this really is. A story of survival. Of a woman stepping out of the shadows and saying, enough. Whether you agree with her choices or not, one thing is crystal clear. Teyana Taylor is done hiding. She's no longer here to play perfect. She's here to be real, to be messy,
To be honest,
to be free. And after that, Liv, nothing will ever be the same again.